Hello everyone. The topic for our presentation is dilution technique of stream flow and electromagnetic method. Firstly, we would discuss about the dilution technique of stream flow measurement. The dilution technique is also known as the chemical method. This method completely follows the principle of continuity for calculating the discharge of the flow. The continuity equation is applied to the tracer, which is allowed to completely mixed with the flow. Based on the addition of tracer to the flow, there are two methods of dilution technique. First one is constant rate injection method and the another one is sudden injection method. In constant rate injection method, the tracer is subjected to the flow at a constant rate. Initially, the flow has a discharge Q containing C0 concentration of the tracer. Now to calculate this discharge Q, we inject a tracer with a constant rate Qt having concentration Ct. Now we would apply the equation of continuity for this flow for a steady state, where the mass of tracer entering per second should be equal to mass of tracer leaving per second. And the product of discharge and concentration would provide us the mass per second. Hence, the entering mass of tracer would be equal to the summation of QC0 and QTCT, which would be equal to outflow mass Q plus QT, the discharge at the outflow multiplied by the C mix, the concentration of the resulting mixture. By simplifying this equation, we can easily calculate the discharge Q of this flow. If there was no initial concentration of tracer present, then we can put C0 as 0. Another method is the sudden injection method. Here the tracer is injected suddenly for a smaller period of time. Initial condition would remain the same, the flow having discharge Q and the concentration of the tracer be C0. Now a tracer of very low volume V and having high concentration Ct is injected for very short period of time, say from T1 to T2. Now again we would apply the principle of continuity for steady state, where the mass of tracer entering should be equal to the mass of tracer leaving for that period of time. We can calculate that mass by integrating the mass per second with respect to time from T1 to T2. As we know, the discharge is the volume flow rate. So Qt can be written as volume of the tracer injected divided by delta T, where delta T is T2 minus T1. As volume is very small, so we can neglect the term V by delta T. Now by simplifying this equation, we could get the discharge of the flow. Now what are these tracers we are injecting in the flow? So there are mainly three types of tracers which are used for dilution technique. The first one is the chemicals such as common salt and sodium dichromate. The second one is fluorescent dyes like rhodamine WT and sulforhodamine beta extra. And third one is radioactive materials such as isotopes of bromine, sodium and iodine. All these are used as tracers because they are detected up to very small concentrations, that is in ppm or ppb, and hence they can be used for large scale dilution. The tracer should follow some of the following properties under dilution technique. It should not chemically react with the fluid or the boundary. Also, it should not be lost during the evaporation, which could change its concentration. It should be capable of being detected in much smaller concentrations. Now here is a solved example. A 25 gram per liter solution of fluorescent tracer was discharged into the stream at a constant rate of 10 centimeter cubic per second. The background concentration of the dye in the stream water was found to be 0. At a downstream section sufficiently far away, the dye was found to reach an equilibrium concentration of 5 ppb. And now we have to calculate the discharge, stream discharge Q. As it is said that the tracer was discharged at a constant rate, we would apply the formula of constant rate injection method. Here Qt, Ct, Cmix, C0 all are known to us and we have to calculate Q, which would be easily calculated by plugging all these known values in the given formula.
So the next method to measure the stream flow is electromagnetic method, and this is the advanced method. The electromagnetic method is based on the Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, which states that when a conductor is placed in a varying magnetic field, an EMF is induced in it. The only difference in this method is that water acts as a conductor. So now let us come to installation of the system. In electromagnetic method, large coils placed at the bottom of the channel carry a current I to produce a vertical magnetic field. So basically, large coils are placed beneath the bed of the river and produce vertical magnetic field. So when the water flows through the channel, it cuts the vertical magnetic field produced by the coils and a voltage is produced. This induced voltage is measured by the electrodes present at the sides of the channel. And it comes out that the voltage measured is proportional to the velocity of the flow at the cross section. After measuring the voltage, we can measure the discharge by the given formula. Here, E is the induced EMF, D is the depth of the flow, I is the current, and K1, K2, N are the system constants which depends upon the calibration of the system, such as noise production or conductivity of the flowing liquid or bed. So this is the figure for installation of the electromagnetic system, electromagnetic method. And here you can see there is the piping system inside which the coils are present and they carry a current I. So these coils produce a vertical magnetic field, and when the water flow through this channel, it cuts the vertical magnetic field in perpendicular direction. Therefore, the EMF is induced in this direction. This EMF is measured by the electrodes present at the sides of the channels. Also, you can see there are some of the probes present in this installation. This conductivity sensor are used to measure the ability of the liquid or water to conduct. Also, the bed conductivity sensors are used to measure the ability of bed to conduct. There are also noise cancellation probes which detect the unwanted noise produced by the passive components in the system or coil. Nowadays, electromagnetic flow meters are used to measure the discharge using electromagnetic method. In this figure, you can see the electromagnetic flow meter in which these are the coils which produce the vertical magnetic field. When the water flow through this pipe, it cuts the vertical magnetic field in the perpendicular direction and an EMF is induced in this direction. Remember that the magnetic field produced by the coil, the direction of the flowing liquid, and the EMF induced are in perpendicular direction. This EMF is measured by the two electrodes present at the side of the pipe. These electrodes send the signal to the electronic device and give us the discharge. One of the limitations of this method is that the liquid should be conductive. So here is the question for you all based on the electromagnetic method, and you have to choose the correct statements out of these four, and it could have multiple answers. Thanks.